Hey, good morning, everybody. Crude's up a few dollars a barrel in the overnight. The financial markets are mostly lower. Gold, Dow, silver, all that stuff mostly lower. Here's crude here up $2 to $3 a barrel. Little impact there probably in the overnight. Uh, Trump came out and said that Navy ships were going to guide stuff through the Strait of Hormuz. That doesn't seem to be happening very easily right now. Seems like Iran's kind of putting up a fight on that. So we'll see. I think that's probably part of what's going on with oil here right now. But let's jump right into the grains. December corn here is what we're looking at. Got up to a high of 502 and 3/4 last night. Currently sitting at 499 and a half, up 3/4 of a cent. And that is December, the new crop contract. We did take out the high from last week, so it's it looks good. We had good volume last week, overbought, showing a little bit of divergence here. If we can't go ahead and take this out right now, like we need to keep this moving. In my opinion, nothing special down here to look at. So it looks a little toppy from just a daily standpoint. We have been kind of riding this 5 day up, which is a good sign. We do have a nice little, this was almost how would you say it, like a bullish reversal here this day after having a negative day here. A bullish engulfing day, I guess is what I was looking for there. We didn't quite close above this high, which is what you need for that, but we've had some follow through here, so all this looks good. I would expect still in the short term that we can move up. A lot of that's based upon what the weekly looks like here, though. We've got really good separation here. We're trying to get above last week's movement here as well. We're getting ready to switch over to the July contract on this, though, which once we do, it will put us up right near this trend line here. But we've got good separation here, suggesting lingering upside momentum. So a little concerned, looks a little toppy here in the short term. Nothing down here to really look at other than the overbought condition to give you much guidance. So I would be, I don't want to take away my target of 508 here yet, just because of the way the weekly looks, and I think you could have some quick follow through. But certainly we'll be concerned with any down days. So currently up one at 499 and 3/4 right now. Support's going to be this low last Friday, 492 and a quarter. Resistance is going to be the overnight high of 502 and 3/4 with like I said, my target up around 508 in the short term here. But we are in that time now. Everybody's got to pay attention. It's May. We've had plenty of highs in May. I'm not expecting that. I still think we have some stuff that could go on this summer as well. But we are in a place where we could see some breaks and things like that. So everybody's just got to be really aware of where they're at, where they wanted to be by this point, and just where the price is at currently. Moving into soybeans. November soybeans really starting to kick off here, up 5.5, 1188 and a quarter right now. New highs, looks good. We are overbought now. So all of those things have to be paid attention to. Have a little bit of separation here, suggesting some upside still, or some lingering upside in the next few days. Let's look at the weekly real quick. This goes off the old crop, obviously. So good separation here, suggesting lingering upside momentum, not overbought. Looks like it really wants to try to challenge, these swing highs here up in the 1220s. So if we can get another good close here from a weekly standpoint, close above this 1190 area, which again, this is going to switch over here from the May to the July pretty quickly too. July is already at 1210 and a quarter. We're going to be up there already. So we've got about, against the July, we have about 15 to 20 cents still to reach these swing highs. About 10 to 15 cents to reach those swing highs. So looks like that's the most likely possibility, and then we'll just have to see where's the overbought condition. What's the chart look like? Do we still have any separation? Volume's been really good. So short-term support is going to be the overnight low of 1183. Then the 5 day at 1177 and 7/8. And like we said, the 10 and 20 day have been some really good support here too. That 20 day is sitting around 1163 and a half, but that would be a pretty big drop at this point. So This looks good. I would guess another 10, 15 cents of upside here before we have to worry a whole lot. You got to watch for any reversals or anything like that along the way. Looking at KC wheat real quick, doing what we talked about, continuing this down move, still got some separation down here. Would guess it's possible, maybe they forgot about this trend line, but I would guess that it's still possible we could come down, touch this support, the low of the overnight 694.5, which was also right around the 10-day, which is sitting at 692 and 5/8. So you take that out, we could jump pretty quickly down to this, lower 680 level. So it's kind of doing what we expected. It's a nice little down move correction after this big upside. If we take out the overnight high of 708, then it's possible that can be done. We could just be moving up into the highs again. So, lot to watch for. Be careful here. Things are getting up into those ranges. The time frame, the seasonals, all of that stuff is coming into play now. So make sure you're where you want to be. Make sure you've got some targets out there of what you want to shoot for. But yeah, we'll watch price action today and talk to you tomorrow.